I'm Chris Maru bringing you the Texas Monitor Week in Review. A lot of folks might wonder why a guy who gets an almost $28,000 paycheck every 2 weeks would need a $35,000 loan. But Philip Jones, the CEO of Dallas's Convention and Visitors Bureau, apparently did in 2015, and he got it from his employer, the nonprofit officially known as Visit Dallas. That was not the only loan he's received. According to the group's most recent tax returns, he now owes Visit Dallas $225,000. But the reason for the money owed remains a mystery. However, a Visit Dallas spokesman said that Jones has repaid the $225,000 in loans that he took from the nonprofit over several years. Spokesman Frank Librio said more recent accounting and tax documents will show the repayment of those loans, which Jones had taken out to cover medical treatments for his adult disabled son. No doubt a deserving cause, but even they must be included for IRS purposes. The loans were not fully disclosed on federal tax forms, and Librio had earlier declined to provide any other documentation. He has since agreed to provide more documentation to the Texas Monitor. We'll keep you informed. Two city leaders in the Fort Worth suburb of Forest Hill resigned Wednesday after an audit committee flagged expenses of $545 each for tickets to see Michelle Obama on her book tour in Dallas last month. The expense reimbursements from Forest Hill Mayor Lyndia Thomas and Mayor Pro Tem Becky Duncan Hayes had been approved by the city manager, but a city council-appointed committee saw the expenses and informed the council, said City Attorney Warren Spencer. The city charter prohibits elected officials from being paid for their work, but expenses for training and public relations are allowable. Spencer said the city council felt the changes didn't fit in with either training or public relations, but the mayor and mayor pro tem felt it was public relations. Well, the city manager, Shea Ipaye, said that Thomas compared the ticket purchases to a public reading program begun months ago by the Forest Hill Public Library. I also saw it as a public relations gesture, he said, and thought if it's going to bring some glory to our city, go ahead. I told the mayor yesterday I didn't think she did anything wrong. Well, having failed 3 years ago to get voter approval for a new family and civil courts building downtown, the Travis County Commissioners Court this week voted unanimously to take on $328 million in certificates of obligation to complete the project. Taxpayer-backed certificates of obligation, unlike bonds, need no voter approval, although the Commissioners Court was required by law to wait at least 3 years to override a public vote on a similar but less expensive project. You see, voters in November of 2015 rejected by a narrow margin a bond proposal for a downtown courthouse project with a $30 million smaller price tag. No matter, commissioners wanted something new and shiny, whatever the price. The commission's decision Tuesday infuriated those who led the opposition 3 years ago, but it also surprised some who had supported the project. For more government accountability news around the state, go to TexasMonitor.org. You can also follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/The Texas Monitor and on Twitter @The Texas Monitor. I'm Chris Maru.